Hi guys, I'm back here from Mosef Design. This is Azim here. And as promised in my last post on Facebook, I just mentioned that I would like to discuss um, more in detail about the service level agreement and what is SLA stands for and why it's so important to have that in from your business point of view. So, what is an SLA and why it is important is like, I mean, it's to be honest with you, developing a website is one thing, but maintaining it on a regular basis could be a daunting experience for you guys. And especially for those folks who are not that computer savvy or uh, your hands are full with all the stuff that you do to give the best service that you are providing to your clients or the products that you are generating, manufacturing, marketing, whatever you are doing, you are good at it and you're busy with that stuff. But then when making a website, it's one thing, but then you have to actually maintain it on a regular basis. Otherwise, then it would be of no use for you to have that website. I'm going to be very honest with you. It has recently happened with one of my clients that they updated their website. They did not do any service level agreement, and I'm not saying do it with us. Do it with any web design company or anybody who knows how to update your website. It is not just a matter of moving the mouse and clicking click 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 and then you're all good. Well, it is true, but you need to have knowledge what you are doing behind that. So with this client, what has happened is they had an e-commerce website with more than 250 products in their website, and obviously they were dependent on online. They did some updates on their own, and when plugins were updated, theme was updated, unfortunately something has happened. Somebody accidentally clicked, something has happened that their website disappeared. So when they contacted me, I went into their hosting account, which is from GoDaddy, and checked it out. Even the theme was not even present on the server. So when the files are not present on the server, that means they have been deleted and client didn't have a backup. Unfortunately, what has happened, and it is sad to say that the website is gone. Nobody has a backup now. We designed this website 2.5, 3 years ago. We created a backup at that time. We gave it to them. That's it. And it was all uploaded. It's a WordPress website. It's all directly uploaded over there. So unfortunately, because they didn't have an SLA, and that's why I'm giving this importance and in this video and trying to emphasize on it that why it's so important to have that it was a disaster and which I want to prevent you from happening it. So what you can do is like, I mean, please have a service level agreement with someone who knows how to update your website. The best part is you go with your designer and developer who design your website because they know in and out of your website. They know how to update it, what needs to be updated on what time. So everything they know, and they're the best bet to go for it. And it's not expensive to have the service level agreement. The kind of peace of mind you will get with it, the money is nothing. It could be from $25 to $50 a month. That's nothing. That's like from $300 to $600 a year for that peace of mind. You spend so much money on coffee, and we all spend money on eating out. We spend thousands of dollars a year. But what about the main bread and butter that is generating those thousands of dollars for you to spend on your coffee and your drinks and your food outside? So let's take a deep look and see what is involved in having a service level agreement and why it's important to have that. And we focus on mainly on WordPress themes because those are very crucial. And I will tell you why I'm focusing on WordPress themes. So without delaying any moment, let's dive into it and see what is involved in it. So the first and the foremost important thing before you think about updating your website, take a backup. Please, please, please take a backup of your complete WordPress theme, your files, your plugins. It is important to have that, because once you have those backup there, and God forbid if anything goes wrong and things go south, you still have the ability to restore your website to the point where it was before updating it. So at least you won't lose any data there, and your website will still be live. The first and the foremost thing, important thing, is security. And security comes first. So your website is there and you need to secure that website. It's your baby. You have to protect it. WordPress is an open source thing. And when we call it open source, that means, like, I mean, that the codes and files are open source and they can be easily hacked. If you don't have the proper firewalls, you don't have the proper updates on WordPress. When WordPress updates its version, it actually gives you some level of protection there. Not 100%, but some kind of protection is there. But if you don't update your WordPress, that means that you're leaving your car unlocked in a ghetto area where the chances of getting it stolen or removed from where it was or disappearing it might happen. So in order to prevent that, we want to make sure that your website is secured. And in order to secure that, the first step is that you have to update your WordPress on a timely basis. If you don't update your WordPress, now WordPress itself, the theme and the plugins, they all are integrated together. So you have to update all of them. It's like you do not update your computer, your hard drive, your RAM. It's been used 10 years ago, and now you're trying to run the latest Microsoft Edge or Google Chrome on it, and it's not going to work properly. It will have glitches in it. It will have circles going on, going on, going on, going on. You will go to the washroom, make your coffee, come back. It's still working. And it's going to be very irritating for you. So in order for that, everything needs to be updated. And if first see if the WordPress updates are available, then do it. And before you do that, as I said, make a backup of all your files, your database, your theme, and everything in it. We will talk about the child themes, which are part of the themes separately in a different topic, and we'll talk about that later there. But here you must be extra cautious to some plugins and that are not compatible with your WordPress themes. So what you need to do is that you want to make sure that your plugins are also compatible when you are updating your theme. Your plugins are there, because unless those plugins that you are using are not updated timely with that, or they are not compatible to your WordPress theme, you might have glitches in making your website function there properly. The second important thing is that when you update these things, you also want to fix the bugs there. Just keep one thing in mind: all software, and I mean that all software, do have bugs that needs to be taken care of. If you don't have those bugs taken care of, your forms might not work properly, your payment methods gateways might not work properly, your product displays might not work properly, your databases might not fetch the data properly, the search functionality does not work properly. There are so many things involved in it. So we want to make sure that your bugs are also fixed as per that. And it's important to fix those bugs too. The third important thing is when you update your website is that when you improve your the version of WordPress to the latest one, with your theme has been updated, your child theme updated, your all plugins are updated, your functionality file is functions.php, that is also updated, the speed is improved. So if your website was opening in like 5 or 6 seconds, it's going to be like this, and then it will open it right away. That's what you need to give that kind of experience to your customers as well. Everybody is doing multitasking these days. When we go on internet, We are either reading, we are talking to our family members, we're watching TV, we're having coffee, I'm writing a report, and I'm also simultaneously listening songs. So everybody is doing multitasking there. When people are multitasking, and for example, that's you, that you are working on a certain deadline that needs to be met right away, you're under stress, you want to order food as well. Now you go online and you place an order, and that website is still not loading the page properly for you. Are you going to wait for 5 minutes for that website to come up, or you will just go and grab something from the vending machine and just eat it? So you can actually, rather than just waiting for that food to come in, you just go fill your stomach and get some energy and then focus on your deadlines there. So it's important, and it's very imperative that your speed of your website is all up to date. That's all for now, and I all wanted to tell you is that please, please, please do a service level agreement, which is an SLA in our language. We call it. Please do that with your. The first is that you do it with your web designer or developer, or you do with a third party, like you can hire us as well for that service, we can offer that. Or you should do it with any other web design company or an IT company or somebody who actually has the knowledge of how to update it. Please do not update the plugins right away. That's my humble request to you, because what happens is people just click on WordPress themes, they just go select all the plugins and it just updates automatically. Now, some plugins might not work properly. You don't know which one is not working. If you have 20 plugins working in your website, you don't know which one is working or not. And then your website is not working. So you have to go and restore it back level, or you have to disable all the plugins, and then you have to go one by one to look into it. So it's better when you are updating your plugins, always do one at a time. Update the one and then check it out whether it's working or not. If that function is not working, remove that plugin, get another one. So your functionality is there. Your website is live. So when you do these updates, it just translates everything online right there. So that's my request, and that's the importance. I just wanted to tell you that. I hope you guys will look into it seriously and help improve your visibility, uh, get stronger and stronger online. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.